Alright, what's going on, guys? I'm bringing you Q&A number 12, and as always, I get all of these questions from Twitter, so if you would like a chance to be featured in a future episode, just follow me on Twitter. Link is in the description, and ask me your question whenever I tweet out, which is usually like once a month or so. I try to do it, so you could be in the next episode. That being said, let us get right into the questions. Number 1, who is your favorite porn star? Alright, this was a hard question. I had a lot of people ask me this, and I'm not gonna lie, I really had to sit there and think about it for a while, and I think I've come to my decision, and I'm gonna have to go with my guy, Johnny Sins. Alright, he is a very talented actor, as I'm sure pretty much all of you have seen some of his work before. Let's be real here. You know, he's always playing so many different versatile roles. One day he's a doctor, the next day he's an astronaut, you know, then he's a businessman, you know, whatever the fuck the scene needs him to be, he is down to play the role. So he's very diverse with his talent. So definitely gonna have to go with my man's Johnny as my favorite. Alright, no homo, of course. I guess I should throw that one in there. You know, miss me with that. I'm just saying, like, you know, we gotta keep it real here. Question number 2. What do I think about the whole Pewdiepie situation? Okay, here's the thing. The only reason I didn't make a whole separate video talking about that like literally everyone else did is because I had just recently made a video about him like 2 weeks ago with the whole N-word situation. So I don't know, I didn't want to like hop on his dick again within 2 weeks and make another video defending him. And you know, literally everyone made a video defending him. So it's like, alright, I don't really need to hop on that, especially considering that I already made a video on like a situation like that, you know what I mean? So that's the reason I didn't make a video. But obviously the media is retarded in this situation. It's not that they're retarded, it's just that they're just like fucked up, you know what I mean? So I understand if maybe you found the joke offensive. Okay, you know, that's fine. You're free to be offended by whatever the fuck you want to be offended by. But the problem with what the media has done is they're not saying that it was a joke. They're trying to pretend that PewDiePie is literally a fucking racist Nazi who's like fucking gassing Jews in his basement. That's what they're trying to pretend that he's doing. That's why it's fucked up. Nobody would be mad if the media was just like, hey man, that was a fucked up joke, you shouldn't do that. If they would acknowledge the fact that it was just a joke. They're not acknowledging that. They're just trying to paint him out as like some sort of fucking Nazi, which it makes no sense at all. And they're not stupid either. They know what they're doing. It's not like they watched the video and they didn't realize it was a joke. Clearly it was a joke. Everyone who watched the video realizes that. They're just purposely, I guess, pretty much slandering his name. I don't know if maybe he could file some sort of legal action against them, although I don't think that would be a good idea. It's not even worth it in the end. But they're purposely misleading people to think that he's a fucking racist or whatever. So that's the problem with that. I pretty much summed up a nice 10-minute video in like a minute there explaining it. So that's my thoughts on that. It kind of sucks for him because, you know, he is the biggest YouTuber, and while that comes with a lot of fucking views and money and all that, he also gets criticized quite a bit because he is under the biggest spotlight, you know what I mean? Like, for example, if I would have made that exact same video, no one would have given a fuck. But since he is the biggest YouTuber and, you know, people are watching his stuff, they're all getting millions of views, if he does something like that, it will get blown way out of proportion. So that's just how it is, man. The bigger you are, the more careful you gotta be with your videos, unfortunately. Actually, I mean, I can even speak from experience. Back in the day, you know, when I was sitting at like 100K, when I had first started making like the non-Call of Duty videos, like the funny videos, I could really just say whatever the fuck I wanted for like a year. I was just saying whatever I wanted and I didn't get a strike or anything. And then eventually, as I got bigger and my videos started getting more attention and stuff, I started getting goddamn strikes on my channel from shit that I would say. So I was like, oh, you know, I gotta kind of watch out here. I can't be just saying whatever I want. So it sucks that that's how it is, but unfortunately, that is how it is. Alright, the next question comes from Jared, and he says, your best friend is gonna die in 24 hours. The only way to save his life is if you suck his dick. Do you save his life? I'll tell you what I'm gonna do, alright? I'm gonna sit him down, okay, in a chair. I'm gonna get on my knees. I'm gonna look him in the eye, and I'm gonna say, hey man, it's been cool knowing you, but you dying today, bro. See ya. Miss me with that gay shit, man. I mean, I'll tell you what, I say a lot of crazy shit, but if it really came down to it, I don't think I could do that, man. Because I'll tell you what, even if I did do it and I saved his life, life and he was good, I don't think we can just go back to being friends as if everything is normal. You know what I mean? Like, I just sucked your goddamn dick. We can't just pretend that didn't happen, alright? Like, I don't know how we go back to just being friends after all that. Like, it's gonna be really weird. So I think you're just gonna die, man. I guess that makes me a bad friend. I don't know, but I'll tell you what, right? I don't feel too bad about my decision because I wouldn't expect them to do the same for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd be totally fine with them saying, nah, man, like, I'm not gonna do that. So, see you later. Peace. You know what I mean? Nice knowing you. You know what I mean? So I think that's fair. If I don't do it and I don't expect them to do it, I think that's a fair trade-off right there. It's not like I'm saying, yo, I'm not gonna do it, but you better come over here and start sucking. You know what I mean? Like, if I was like that, then it would be fucked up. But as long as either none of us are doing it or both of us are doing it, I think both those answers are solid. But what you guys think, man? You going down on your boy's meat if he needed it, man? I don't know, dude. Like, let me know your thoughts. Like, it depends on how good of friends you are, too. Like, what if you only been friends with this dude for like 2 years or something? It's like, you know, I'll find a new friend, bro. Like, I like you, man, but I don't like you that much. But if it was like a childhood friend that you were friends with since you were like 5 years old and you're like 18 now, then, you know, shit, I might have to start sucking. I don't know. Next question comes from Sayin from Earth. He says, your all-time top 5 NBA players in order. Alright, I didn't really put too much thought into this. This is just like off the top of my head, but Jordan, Kareem, LeBron, Magic, Wilt. That's my top 5. I think that's a pretty respectable top 5. You might have the order a little bit different. I know all the fucking 15-year-olds on Twitter that started watching basketball in 2011 have LeBron as the GOAT, but let's just settle down there. But other than the order, I think the actual 5 players is pretty solid. I think the majority of people would agree with that, or at least 4 out of those 5 they would agree with. Alright, the next question was about posting like IRL videos, basketball videos, workout videos, face cams, vlogs, all that type of IRL stuff. And I'll tell you what, alright, because I've actually been playing basketball a little bit for the last like month or so. Not really going hard or anything, but I've been trying to see if I can work on my vertical so I can dunk. Now, I'm only 5'10", so I'm like average height. People ask me how tall I am all the time. I'm only 5'10". So in order for me to dunk, I would need at least a minimum 36-inch vertical, which that ain't no fucking joke. For example, apparently Russ has a 36.5-inch vertical, right? And y'all seen how that fool be flying, alright? So 36 ain't no joke, but I'm actually probably at like 31, maybe 32 right now. Like currently, I could probably dunk a tennis ball or maybe even a softball. Like those are a little bit bigger. I could dunk that, but I can't dunk a men's size basketball. In high school, the closest I ever got was I could dunk a volleyball. So I've always been kind of close, but I've never actually got there. So I don't know. I've just been like working on it for like the last month, and I think I'm at a pretty good point, even though like I haven't actually been trying for it, if that makes sense. So if I really try, I think I can get it done. So if I can get a video of me dunking, that will be like an IRL video I'll post. Other than that, like I'm not gonna post vlogs and shit like, hey guys, eating my fucking oatmeal this morning, what's up, how you, like, I'm not doing vlogs like that. That's awkward as fuck, and I don't get those. I don't get why people watch vlogs like that. But if it's actually something entertaining, it will either be like a basketball video or a workout video, and it won't just be like a, hey, like this is my fucking workout. It'll be like some sort of like challenge, you know what I mean? So over this summer, over the next couple months, I'm gonna be going hard, and we'll see what happens. I will probably have something IRL to post for you guys, but other than that, I wouldn't expect too much. Alright, next, people want to know my thoughts on the new Call of Duty, the Call of Duty 2017 Situation. Alright, so I haven't really made a video on it yet because I'm just waiting for more information. It's hard to make a video when we don't really know much about it, but here's kind of my thought process so far, right? I don't want to get too excited just yet. Yes, I believe they have confirmed boots on the ground. Alright, that's good. That's a huge step. That's great. Also, it's supposed to be like Vietnam or World War II or something. That's also good. So it sounds like we're having an old school Call of Duty with the old setting with boots on the ground. Alright, this all sounds really good, right? But I don't want to get too excited about it until we actually see the game, alright? Because we don't really know anything yet for sure. And even if all that is true, they could still find a way to mess it up. So I just don't want to like look ahead too much and then be disappointed again. That being being said, I do think no matter what, at least this is my personal opinion, the way I look at Call of Duty, no matter what, a boots on the ground COD is automatically better than a jetpack COD. So this next game, if it is boots on the ground, it's instantly better than the last 3 CODs for me, just because you're not fucking flying around. You might feel differently, maybe you like some of the jetpack bullshit, but I really hate it and I don't want to deal with it. So instantly, when it's boots on the ground, it automatically is better than the last 3 CODs. Doesn't matter what the fucking game is like. The game could be absolute shit. You know, for example, Ghost. A lot of people hated that game. I still think Ghost is better than the last 3 CODs we had, just because you're not flying around. But when you compare Ghost to other boots on the ground CODs, like if you compare Ghost to BO2, MW2, BO1, stuff like that, you're like, okay, Ghost is fucking dog shit. But since it is boots on the ground, it's better than this flying garbage, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's my thoughts so far. I know this next game is gonna be better than the last 3 CODs for me, but will it compare to other boots on the ground CODs? I don't know. That's what we gotta wait and see. Alright, the final question will be about, I guess, transgenders. I had so many people asking me like a different variation of the same transgender question. Alright, so here's my thoughts on it for real, alright? Because I make a lot of jokes about it or whatever. Here's the thing, right? Number 1, she can't still have a dick, alright? Alright, that's the number 1 criteria here, okay? That is an automatic no. What the fuck is going on here, right? She cannot have a fucking penis, alright? Regardless of how hot the dude looks, who's now looks like a girl or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Regardless of how hot they may look, if they still have a dick, that's an automatic no, alright? I don't even gotta think about that one. That's like, okay, what the fuck? Hell no. Like, I ain't with that. But if they do not have a dick, that's where like, okay, like, this is interesting. As I said on Twitter, can't get her pregnant if she was born a man, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's a pretty good benefit right there. But for example, let us just look at one of these transgenders. This one right here is supposed to be known as the most beautiful transgender in the world, apparently. And as you can see, she pretty bad. So I'm just gonna leave y'all with the question right here. Smash or pass this girl right here? Like, yes, that did used to be a dude. I believe she does not have a penis anymore, and she looks like that. So, smash or pass? I'm not gonna lie to you. I think I'm smashing, even if I know that's a fucking dude. I don't care. Like, I think you might be gay if you say pass, to be honest. Like, you might be the gay one here, not me, so don't judge me for saying smash, alright? That's all I'm saying. So, anyways, thank you guys all for watching. Be sure to leave a like rating if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you are not already. Follow me on Twitter if you would like to be included in the next Q&A. Other than that, have a good day and peace out.